serval wire to cross over to the other side. So we'll put a little hole in the fuselage here. Pass the elevator serval wire through. So looks like I bumped that wire and cracked it. Okay. I think the best thing to do now would be to go ahead and plug the receiver in. We'll route this underneath the landing gear, plug this into the throttle, plug the ailerons into the aileron. Elevator and rudder. Go ahead and mount it sideways like that. I'm going to cut a little hole in here to access, get the battery to cross through. A little hole there. Pass this lead through. Okay, we got another piece of Velcro here for the receiver. Alright, that guy's mounted. Kind of fold up this aileron serval wire and we'll mount the battery. Velcro. Battery's going to go on the opposite side of the receiver and speed control, right up in front. Right in that area, right there. That's all the electronics. Now let's go ahead and mount the top wing wires. Sharpen these guys up. These are the last two wing wires. And again, right at the trailing edge of the, the hinge line for the ailerons. You want to come up about a ½ an inch down from the top of the canopy there. Lightly poke it in, and it's going to go to up front, the front of the wing, about a ½ an inch, ¼ inch back from the leading edge of the wing. Okay, we'll go ahead and sight it, make sure everything's straight. We're not pushing on anything. And put a little CA drop out here at the tip. Little CA drop here. Sharpen up the next one. I'm going to turn it up on its side so I can add a little bit more glue here. Get a little bit more here. I can't add too much when it's sitting on its gear, because the glue will run down the canopy. Excellent. There's the top wires. We're going to take our little package here of landing gear and the drag brake package. Go ahead and open it up. And the drag brake package is these little guys here and these guys here. There's 4 of these and 4 of these. Set them aside. Now we have the wheel pants and the gear legs here, and they're a tapered piece, and they're a little extra long. just giving you a little extra, some scrap and whatnot, but they're going to glue to the front of the landing gear strut. And what we need to do is put a little bit of a taper on this thick end down here so that it meets up flush with the fuselage side. Like so. Now it's got a nice tapered edge to it, similar to the bevel on the ailerons. That's going to fit nice and flat to that guy. Now the way I've been gluing these here is I just put about a 1/4 inch drop of glue here at the thick end, squirt the gear strut with a little bit of accelerator, push it up to the fuselage, and then slide it backwards so it's right in the middle, looking up here to make sure that this thing is parallel with that wire. Looks good, looks good. Okay, press it up against there. Excellent. I'll put a couple drops along here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5 or so. And squirt it. Flex it here, try to get it lined up with the gear. And I'll put another drop down here at the bottom. And 2 drops, try to hold it steady there. Squirt it. Okay. Once we got that done, now we can go ahead and just put a few drops every inch or so, 1.5 inches down the strut. Squirt it. Do the other one just like it. Alright, now those guys are attached on there. We'll take our knife and we're going to cut the excess off right at the carbon line, straight across. We'll do both of them like that, right at the carbon line. So. And the way I do my wheel pants, set the airplane down on its gear. Go ahead and look at that just about like so it looks good. And basically we're looking at the red line on the wheel pant lining up with the front of the skirt here. That gives it about the right distance back. Kind of mount it wherever you want, but I kind of like the looks of that right there. Put a little bit of CA at the very bottom of the wheel pant. Squirt the leg cover and making sure it's vertical. There, we just touch it on there. Looks good. We'll do the other one just the same. Alright, we have our wheel pants. Looks good. Sure gives it a good look. Now the last device to put on here is the drag devices. And what we need to do here is on the front of these guys, this little front tab, we need to take an X-Acto knife and just split that in two, right from the center cutout to this point up here. Just cut that ends up being in the slot. And we use a straight edge for that. Cut right through the center of that slot, all the way up to the pointy end. It's like so. We're going to do that on all 4 of them. Alright, now that we got all 4 of those cut, we'll go ahead and spread them apart like this. Give them a twist and they kind of go on the wing like so. You go all the way up into those grooves. You'll see the back end slides into that groove and the front will go all the way up to the hinge line.